Okay, so IGN made a brilliant review of Tarzan, or The Legend of Tarzan, the new movie. I'm gonna link it in the description below. I just want to avoid any copyright infringements or anything like that. So I'm just gonna play the audio so you can listen to what this guy has to say about the movie. So take a take a beer, open it, and just listen to this, cause you need some alcohol to listen to this bullshit.
Edgar Rice Burroughs' Lord of the Apes swings back onto the big screen in The Legend of Tarzan, an out-of-touch adventure epic that's also a misguided foray into historical fiction. It's not as ridiculous a misfire as its trailer suggested, but The Legend of Tarzan's biggest saving grace of not being as bad as you expected isn't saying much for a film directed by acclaimed Harry Potter filmmaker David Yates. The film's plot is basically just a few set pieces with flashbacks interspersed detailing how the orphan aristocrat John Clayton was raised by African apes after his shipwrecked parents died. The movie starts in 1890, years after John has been found and reassimilated into English aristocracy as the Earl of Greystoke. John and his wife Jane now live in England and have not been back to Africa in almost a decade. Their adventures all those years ago are now the stuff of dime novels. Political machinations in the Congo soon draw John back there and into becoming Tarzan once again. This is where The Legend of Tarzan delves into the realm of historical fiction, as its main plotline is set against the backdrop of the very real, very horrifying Belgian genocide in the Congo. Two real historical figures, George Washington Williams and Leon Rom, are major characters here. Williams accompanies John on a trade mission back to the Congo, which is all part of an overly elaborate trap set by Belgian bad guy Captain Rom. The issue of race and the, quote, great white savior of it all is inescapable here, an antiquated and offensive trope that begs the question of why modern audiences would want to see, let alone embrace, a film that traffics in it. The Legend of Tarzan dances around it all as delicately as it can, depicting Tarzan and Jane as seeing themselves as native to Africa as the locals who love them. But at the end of the day, it's still about a legendary white man out to save black people, and from white colonialism no less. The Belgian-led Holocaust in the Congo is essentially reduced to a backdrop in a live-action cartoon. You can't help but leave suspecting the screenwriters really just wanted to tell a straightforward story about the Belgian atrocities in the Congo, and the only way they could get that film made was by sticking Tarzan in it. The film wisely keeps Tarzan a man of few words and lets Alexander Skarsgård's physicality do the talking, if you will. The film cleverly makes Tarzan's hands and knuckles overdeveloped due to him growing up walking on all fours like an ape. Margot Robbie is miscast as Jane, proving a distracting contemporary-feeling presence in a period piece. Waltz offers up his latest slimy, mumbling Eurocrate villain, while Jackson's dialogue is at times anachronistic and too buddy movie-ish when he interacts with Tarzan. Tarzan's near-psychic bond with animals is depicted here, but the movie also shows that while he can clear a train full of mercs with relative ease, he is still only human and can indeed get beaten in a brawl with an angry ape. Speaking of the apes, the visual effects for them are terrible, given the stellar VFX scene in the rebooted Planet of the Apes films and Peter Jackson's King Kong. Laden with significant historical and racial baggage, The Legend of Tarzan ultimately proves a dopey adventure film with unremarkable performances and some lousy effects. Go watch Greystoke or the animated Disney film or even the old Johnny Weissmuller flicks instead. For more movie reviews, keep it here on IGN.
Okay, so this guy, being being a SJW, as you can hear, he even listed one of the cons as Great White Savior. Why can't these people let politics not be part of the review? What happened to being objective when doing reviews or even basic journalism? And he brought up that two historical figures were used in the movie, but that somehow delegitimizes the movie as taking on serious topics. I mean, doesn't make any sense. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. So, um, blaming this on being offensive and racist, it it's it's so stupid to blame it on those things. So a fictional character trying to bring up real life events, trying to bring up some dark chapters within history, and you call it offensive and racist because you're trying to actually um, to bring some real life issues into this movie. And Tarzan actually means like Whitey, if you delve into the history. So um, I mean, if the main character being white is a problem, maybe movies in general isn't a thing for you. But this guy is a reviewer at IGN, so make of that of what you will. I'm incredibly disappointed when these idiots don't even make an effort to review movies properly and even list a con as a great white savior like it's racist. Um, you can look at the downvotes. 2,197 compared to 767 upvotes. So people are incredibly upset with this stupid political review. Instead of reviewing the actual content of the movie, you're gonna complain about it being racist and trying to meld real life events and fiction. Maybe that's what art is for. Yeah. Thanks for watching and see you guys next time. Bye.